So, I do humbly apologise, I was having trouble getting the GoTV information, but I do appear to have that now. I'm not sure if we're game live here. I would say from the look of the play, it does look like it could be game live though, so on the safe side, let's assume that it is. Check cash and everybody. It seems like everybody's been purchasing, so yep. Verygames on the CT side at the moment, USSR on the T side. Would normally give you a quick roster rundown, but we'll do that in between rounds, I guess. So, 2-on-1 here. Scream going to be the last man standing from Verygames. USSR going to get the plant. Sorry, it's a 3-on-1 in fact. It's MYLT actually has 1 HP. I assumed he was dead though. Well, speaking of death, Scream just managed to pick up that kill onto Keep It Real. He's going to move in and try and find these 2 final frags now. Takes the defusal. Does know that there's one in the back of pit here. That's going to be MYLT who picks up the kill with the headshot. And that is going to be the first round on the ball for USSR. Much needed T-pistols, of course. Verygames coming off the back of that, basically crushing a Fnatic as well. The confidence has got to be sky high at this point. Let's take a look at that Verygames roster. It's going to be Existence, Smiths, Shocks, MBK, and Scream. And for USSR, it's going to be Mouse, DSTR, Keep It Real, MyLT, and I don't even know how you pronounce that. I'm just going to call him Zent, I guess. Crazy Russians and their awesome elite names. So, 1-0 scoreline. This should be, I wouldn't want to say, a full-blown conclusion that it's going to be an eco bash, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't, let's just say that. So, Keep It Real moving up mid with that MP7. The rest of your team are going to be just behind. It looks like everybody pretty much rocking PP19s or MP7s here, so full submachine gun buy for the Russians. There's the PP19 kill, nicely done. That's a dodgy flash from Smith. It could always go wrong. It went right for him, but yeah, I do not like that that covered sight flash. Now, there's Existence with the headshot onto MYLT as well as Shocked with a shotty kill. Keep It Real and Mouse to pick up 2 quick kills. Existence going to reply though. The bomb does go down 1-on-1 here. Existence did have a slight health advantage until the MP7 actually caught his attention. Good flashbang as well. Existence could grab that PP19. The risk in doing so is he doesn't know the actual amount of ammo in the clip. Trying to bait off the early spray here. It's not going to happen. Keep It Real manages to maintain his cool. Picks up the kill, and that is 2-0. But Verygames showing exactly what they are capable of on an eco. That's why they are the second best team in the world, without doubt. So, submachine guns being dropped, AK-47s being picked up. It does seem like we are seeing yet again another eco from Verygames. No surprise there, no need to rush the buy, of course. So, peek at your actual overview. As you can see, it's a 4-man stack on second mid with Mouse watching mid here. They're going to go for the apps boost. It looks that way. Keep It Real looks like he's going to be jumping up any second. I might just be faking it with a flash, actually. Yeah, it seems that way. Trying to draw whoever it is on quad side a little bit deeper, but it doesn't seem to have worked here so far. Verygames, as you can see from the overview, they've kept on that B stack. I think USSR is slowly figuring this out as well. You can see that they've been very patient walking through top mid to arch side here. Keep It Real would have held his spot. He would have spotted Existence then. That is awkward smoke, but whatever. Here we go. Spray going down towards pit. That's going to be looking for MBK. MBK does pick up a pistol kill though. Nicely done. USP being put to good use. It's going to drop Enazent. MyLT from gay spot. He's holding it down here. He's got library covered. He does manage to pick up the headshot. DSTR with the headshot to MBK just before that as well. Smith does pick up a kill, so he's going to bag himself an AK-47 here. Wouldn't be surprised to see Smith save in the rest of Verygames' push. Although, as you can see, Scream does have a USP, so he might want to save that as well. Let's find out where Smith's is. Smith's, yep, he's gone to library, so he's setting up for exit kills here. There's one. And there's a second. Nicely done, both of them headshots. He does escape with that AK-47 as well, so we'll go back to see if we can salvage any grenades here. So, 3-0, but this is where it gets interesting, folks, because Verygames now do have the cash to buy, as you can see. Let's see what we've got. Looks like M4s and AKs across the board. Yep, indeed it is. So full assault rifle buy for Verygames, no AWP in play. Oh, that's a cheeky nade that onto Banana. Didn't connect though, it's a bit unfortunate. Not particularly much going on in the early going series. You can see USSR starting to pull back off Banana. They're going to leave my LT in place to just hold that so Shox can't push it. That is one of Shox's favourite plays, to be honest. So nades going up into apps. We still have a minute left on the clock here, so plenty of time. I know I've just realised as well, I need to turn the aircon off 1 second. There we go. Okay. So USSR hitting the proverbial wall here, if you'll excuse the bad Cold War puns. So this is going to be the move, though. My LT going to grab one. Makes it a 5-on-4. Key kill as well. I mean, Smiths is one of the more dependable players. I would say Shox is probably the most dependable player on Verygames. But Smiths and MBK are also a safe pair of hands as well. Here we go. Push through ruins. That's going to be Zent with the kill. Shox replies with the headshot onto Mouse, though. This is where it's going to get interesting now because Shox is in a pretty good spot. You can see, oh, TK. Denies Shox's kill, but never mind. USSR do manage to pick up the first gun round, so 4-0 now the scoreline. I did see a few people commenting that, you know, you can expect an upset in this game. I'd be lying if I said I knew too much about USSR, to be honest, so I'm pleasantly surprised that they are giving Verygames a game here, because as we saw in the previous game, Fnatic didn't really have anything to offer the French squad. Maybe the Russians have a trick or two up the sleeve here. Anazent just spraying away. That's a Galil, which is interesting. Was he low on cash? Not really. Okay, kind of weirded out by that, but whatever. Maybe he actually prefers the Galil, I don't know. I just tend to find that the Galil's like 5 more bullets to fail with, actually. That's the only positive that the Galil has over the AK. Ooh, that flashbang, that's gonna, yep, that's gonna make MBK think twice about facing here. Scream gonna pick up the FAMAS kill, keep it real on the entry, gets the AK-47 frag as Enazent behind, takes down Shox. Not before Shox could get one kill to keep it real, but it's positional gain and the bomb down now, so advantage USSR, and a good peek from MyLT takes down MBK on Banana as well. Resistance does spot one top Banana, that's gonna be MyLT again. As you can see, LT's dug in deep behind the mortar here. Smith with that headshot. It's going to make it a, well, 2-on-1 in favour of USSR. And as you can see, Dark Spot opens up DSTR with the headshot from behind. And that's going to be a 5-0 scoreline. I'm pleasantly surprised by the way they run here. It's reflected in the scoreboard at this point. MyLT 9-0-2. Second place is going to be Shox 6-1-4. And third place on that's going to be tied between Smiths and Keep It Real on 5-0-4 respectively. So, nades going up into balcony. Nothing really there to connect with those, we can see from the overview. At some point, I wouldn't be surprised to see Verygames switch it up here and go aggressive down Banana. I mean, it's one of their favourite moves on Inferno, and we haven't seen it so far just yet, so don't be surprised to see a double flash and then a Shox rush. Marsh on to Maze way all the way to top Banana here without being spotted so far. He's not made any noise as far as I can tell either, so... Well, there's his noise. So, second mid push coming in. Looks like they are going to go to top mid. One side being broached as well, and here we go. FAMAS kill coming in from MBK. Second one as well. He's going to take down Enazent. Keep It Real replies with the AK-47 though, so it is now a 4-on-3 here. You can see DSTR drops into pitch. Shox there with the frag. Smith's also picking up the kill as well. Looking like it could be a good round here for Verygames. Yep, it is going to be the first round on the board for VG. 5-1 now the scoreline. And that was a round that the French needed to steady those nerves, I think. that would have gone 6-0, we could have been looking at the same sort of scoreline that Verygames posted against Fnatic in the first of this evening's games. So, standard 3-2 split here from Verygames. One arch side, one quad side, and one a bit deeper. Now, HE's going to chip away a little bit of Mouse Hunter's health, only 15 removed though. And here we go, banana push coming in, good flash by Nobes, going to force DSTR to find cover against the wall. Shock's going to pick up a double kill here. DSTR and Enazent both being shut down. Mouse Hunter moving in, he's got that P250 to do something with, so can he pick up a kill here? Well, no, Smith's there with the AK-47, keep it real, does manage to eventually get the kill to screen with the assistance of Smiths, but as we see, a four-man close to flawless run there for the Verygames on the Eco Bash. And there's going to be a 5-2 scoreline, so as quickly as USSR pulled away, looks like Verygames are starting to get the momentum themselves. You take a look at the scoreboard, a lot of that is off the back of Shocks, 10, 2 and 5 at this point, so the 2-to-1 kill to death ratio with 2 assists. 8, 1 and 4 on Smiths, he's also at 2-to-1 KDR. And second place, I would say, honours would go to MyLT 9-0 and 4 at this point. Here we go, big move through quad side. And it's going to get the entry frag onto Shocks, but as we see Smiths and MBK replying in quick succession. Mouse Hunter there with the AK-47 headshot to scream though. Taste of his own medicine for once. There's the FAMAS kill from MBK, catches Enazent on the boost. Molotov being dropped as well, so trying to burn them off site here. As we can see though, not close enough to really do any damage. Smith's coming in from behind. MBK moving forward as well. It's going to be Existence for the kill. One more to find here. Can he get the job done? He does. Nicely done. It's in fact the Molotov that got the kill. It was his Molotov though, so well played Existence. Finds the bomb in time as well, and then he's going to be Defusal. So 5-3 now the scoreline. That was a, I want to say a textbook retake, but it was also a textbook hold in a one-man down situation from USSR. So good play from both sides considering the situation they found themselves in. Nice to actually be covering some true high-level CS:GO here. We're going to see that 3-2 split again from Verygames. Indeed we are. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, folks. Mouse Hunter shut down by Shocks on the peak of that AWP. Nicely done. As you can see, Shocks the top banana. He's going to hold that spot for the remainder of the round here. Does seem like Keep It Real's thinking about exiting lower apps here. That's going to be DSTR on the exit from upper apps as well as MyLT, Enazent, and DSTR all shut down in quick succession. Keep It Real does manage to grab a consolation frag here, but it is a 4-on-1 with the bomb down. That was probably one of the easy kills that Smith is going to pick up all game though. So 5-4 now the scoreline. Verygames with the momentum, 4 rounds in a row. Still a lot more even of a game than we saw against Fnatic though. So I'm a happy camper right now, I have to say. I'd be a lot happier if GoTV wasn't as, you know, if it wasn't like watching it via JPEG. AK-47 spray coming in from Existence, just pick up the kill on to Keep It Real. Can he get the second and third? Indeed he does, hat-trick kills, and it looks like Smith's going to bag 2 as well, so a quick Eco Bash, flawless round there for Verygames. Tied game 5 apiece now. Let's take a look at the actual scoreboard. First place Smiths, 13, 2 and 5. Second place is going to be Shocks, 11, 2 and 6, and third place still MyLT on 10, 0 and 7. HE goes down mid, and that does a serious amount of damage to Keep It Real. Just have the AWP though, so speaking of AWP, Shocks there with the frag onto MyLT. So yeah, it's not like you need 100 health to use an AWP correctly, but it does help. Mouse Hunter with good movement. And bomb sitting currently bottom banana, so it makes me believe it is going to be a banana push here, but with Shocks and Scream on that site, it's going to be easier said than done. Here we go. Arch being pushed, but Scream there with the headshot. The STR did manage to take down Smith just before that, so not all one-way traffic by any stretch of the imagination. It's a one-man advantage. Make that a two-man advantage as Shox picks up that AWP kill. I think that was a blind shot through smoke there from Shox. And there's his third kill of the round. Absolutely on fire with the AWP at this point. As that does manage to pick up the kill though. So $4,750 plus the body armor removed. There's that bomb as well, but as you can see, Scream sat back sight. He knew that was coming. And for the first round in the second of the 5 games I will be covering this evening, Verygames do have the lead, 6-5. 12th round of your first half momentarily underway, of course. Fairly quick game so far, to be quite honest. I mean, we're looking at, I think this started around probably about 9 minutes ago, something like that. It's 19:24 now, and we've already got 11 rounds played, so the play style between these two teams fairly fast and furious. And speaking of fast, here we go. Aggressive push straight into App's Existence with the headshot, though. Can't afford to give Existence an AK-47. He's an absolute monster with it. I would say it's more so of a problem on Scream because of the one shot, one kill, but still Existence doesn't do too badly on the old headshot ratio as well. And that's one thing that has happened to Verygames since Scream really did step his game up. The rest of Verygames have pretty much seen how Scream has a 90% headshot ratio, and they've tried to follow suit, so they've been a little bit more deadly in the past 2 to 3 months. So, a plethora of flashbangs and smokes being exchanged up mid. Keep It Real's been pretty much called on that spot though, and he does exit, but MBK, 28 HP remaining. Imagine to pick up that AK-47 frag. AK greater than Galil. And there's going to be your final kill coming in. So, Scream does manage to shut down Enazent on the entry to Banana, and that is 2 rounds now in the lead for Verygames, 7-5 here. Looking at the scoreboard, it's going to be Shox who's in first place now, 14-2-7, so at a 2-1 KDR. We do see Smith's on 13-4-6, so he's above that 2-1 KDR, of course. And third place is still going to be MyLT, 10-0-9. He hasn't scored a frag in the, I want to say the last, might even be the last 7 rounds, but at the very least the last 4 rounds. So aggressive banana push coming in, Shox and Scream going to pick up kills. Most Hunter and Keep It Real being shut down. Scream there for his second kill as well. Enazent with the assist as well between him and DSTR. Do manage to pick up 2, but Smith's there for the double on the rotation. And there's going to be 3 rounds now in the lead for Verygames. 8-5 the scoreline. 14th round of the first half, of course. Chance here that the French squad of VG will pick up 10, which, yeah, I mean, 9-6 is a respectable scoreline. 10-5 is more than enough to be going on with into the second half. So, looking at your overview, it seems like we are going to see more pressure put on top Banana here. Scream does come forward as Shox picks up the AWP kill as well. Keep It Real does manage to take down Scream with the headshot. The STR can drop Existence as well, and it looks like we're going to see Shox in a vulnerable position here. Block fire being put down. Shox eventually dropped by Keep It Real. Keep It Real now going to move forward, and is then making the rotation through from second mid as well. Just managed to use the tunnel. Keep It Real also grabbing that headshot to Smith, so it is now 1-on-1. He's only got 6 HP though, and MBK does have 100. As you can see, MBK, he's holding that mid ground, hoping that there's going to be a rotation here from Keep It Real. And it does look that's what's going to be exactly what's happening here. Good flashbang over the top though. Oh, MBK just held the angle and sprayed. In fact, no, he wasn't even blind though. I can see from his perspective. Yep. So that flashbang, right idea. Just didn't get the bang that he was looking for, and that is now 9-5. Initial moves being made. We are seeing, again, that 3-2 split from Verygames, so they haven't changed that all game, apart from the opening 5 rounds where they did have that 4-1 split with a stack on Banana. Oh, MBK, aggressive peek onto the bedroom. That's the frag. Sorry, onto balcony, I should say, not bedroom. My LT obviously thinking about going quad side here. It's a 4-on-4, so USSR could pick up around here. Look at the amount of flashbangs going out right now. That was 5 flashbangs in about 2 seconds. My LT does manage to pick up the kill onto Scream. So that is an opening here. They could go arch side if they want to. But it's not, they are going to flank all the way around, which, to be honest, I don't think is a good idea, because as you can see, Smith's already dug into the back of Gray's site, opens up the M4. Doesn't only find the one frag, though. In fact, sorry, no, he took Enizent down as well as my LT. So, 2-on-1 in favour of the Russians. Let's find out where Shox is. Shox has switched out that AWP for the M4 here. You know all too well exactly where he is. Shox knows where both of them are now, so it's level playing field on the positional advantage, but it's still 2-on-1 here. Shox slowly running out of ammo as well. Have to switch that pistol any second. There's one. Can he get the kill with the USP? Oh, he's going to run out of time. Well played by Mouse Hunter. That was beautifully done. 9-6 the half score. And I have to say, Mouse Hunter did an exceptional job there of just biding his time. He didn't need to engage. He knew that he had good cover. Basically, that was the way to play the covered site when you've got that bomb ticking. So we are going to have a brief break whilst we wait for the team to switch, of course. Verygames started off that game 5-0 down. Did manage to come out of the half with the 9-6 victory. So winning, what, 9 rounds in a row. Fairly impressive feat from Verygames. I wouldn't expect anything less from the world's number 2 team, though. USSR, surprising me so far, though, I have to say. I'm quite stoked on their actual play style. They play very fast. They're not one of the more boring teams out there. They don't play the, the usual sort of Eastern European to German play. Well, can't tell everybody the same brush. I mean, there are teams out there that do play in the German scene with more entertaining play style, let's say that. I don't want to say that the whole German scene plays with that, let's wait for a pick and then wait for a second pick and then we'll go from there. It's like the most boring frigging play style in the world for the most part. But USSR don't seem to have that play style at all. I mean, the Russian team, not a German team, but a lot of the Russian teams back in the day had that same sort of play style, to be honest. Anyway, we are game live on the second half here. Let's take a look at your scoreboard from the first half. Top scorer would have been Smiths, 19-4-8. So he kept his 2-1 KDR. We do see Shox in second place, 17-3-10. And third place would have been Scream on 12-2-9. So, initial damage coming in. I guess that must have been a HE that's done that amount of damage to Smiths and MBK. Speaking of the devil. Verygames going to commit to a push relatively soon here, I'd imagine. So, Auto Director seems to think it's going to be over towards the covered site. So does Mouse Hunter as well, as you can see. He's already made that rotation over towards CT spawn, pretty much. Use that Molotov just to slow down any push. But as you can see, it is going to be a covered site push here. Smith's leading the way. Enizent going to get the kill onto Scream. Smith replies on DSTR. Enizent with his second and keep it real, picking up with a third kill here. That's his second kill now as he drops existence. That's going to leave just Shox here, his last man standing. It is going to be shut down by Enizent. So, second pistol victory here for USSR. That does bring it to a 9-7 game. You would anticipate the at least the next run going the way of USSR as well. So, should very well go 9-8 here. And one of the more even games we have seen so far in this Starleague burst of games. That will be, well, I say one of the more even games. We've only seen one game so far this evening, but I think this has potential to be one of the more even games that I cover this evening, to be honest. Lemon Dog's ESC has the potential to be that way, but it depends how much ESC you've been playing as of late. And you do have 2 new members in that roster as well, so a lot remains to be seen what ESC are capable of. I mean, they are still, of course, Poland's #1 team, but I don't think they're ever going to achieve that world-beating status they once had when, WCG 08, all the way back to PGS G-Shock days as well. That's a blast from the past. I really do wish we had some of the older teams around. I mean, especially some of the Asian teams as well. WMV, I'd sorely missed from the scene at this point. I'm not playing CS Online, though. I don't really keep up on CS Online, to be honest. Oh, MBK. Beautiful. The STR takes a bullet to the face. And brings it back to a 4-on-4 here. So, Verygames sensing blood in the water. They are going to make a move, but keep it real. And MyLT are going to pick up the 2 kills there on the quad side. Sorry, on the arch side. So we are going to see a push back over towards Banana from Verygames as Existence leads the way into sight. Just have that HE for truck as well. Oh, nice hunter. Nice backstab. I didn't even hear that coming. So, 9-8 the scoreline. Our Verygames going to force an early buy. Doesn't look that way. Yep, they're going to eco, so it should be tight game here. Double HE going down Banana. That's obviously in case of an eco rush. Not going to really pay off though. Just wasted $600. No, play slowing right then here. Flashbang coming up over top of Banana. Oh, 1 shot, 1 kill, pretty much there from MyLT. Comes up with the FAMAS. Most Hunter with the headshot on the M4 as well, so 2-man advantage here, although Most Hunter is pretty low as we see shut down by Scream, who's got himself that Galil. Apparently 1 member of Verygames did buy. In fact, 2 did, so Shox has also got a Galil here. That was cheeky. 2 members buying, everybody else. Let me check cash actually. No, it seems like they all bought. Just decided they were going to play the opening with just pistols. I guess that was kind of a bit of a fake. And Verygames, it seems to have paid off for them. Well, Innocent to find, and then he's going to be the kill from Scream to secure the round. And that, my friends, was some serious mind games being played by Verygames. I don't think I heard an actual T-assault rifle being fired right until he got into sight then. Let's start checking the backs, I suppose, on light buys or force buys. So that kind of cash screws USSR now. They find themselves on the eco here. They lose this, they will get a free K respawn, and looking at the cash, that will mean they'll be able to buy, but there's 2 further rounds on the ball for Verygames, which puts them 4 points away from securing the victory. Now, speaking of victory, MBK comes up trumps against DSTR. Keep it real, has managed to figure out there's somebody just on second mid underneath him here, but what he's capable of doing that with a silenced USP, I'm not entirely certain. MBK jumps through. Why? Okay, I get. Well, you know what? I'm going to let Autodirector off actually because yeah, the banana push there probably was more important. 4 kills in about 2 seconds, so yeah, understandable. 11-8 now the scoreline, and this is where Verygames are going to look to switch it on. This is usually where Verygames now on the T side of Inferno wants to get any kind of advantage. They'll trade rounds quite happily at this point. I mean, they know that if you look at the cash, I mean, they're not hurting for cash at this point. You've got Smiths on 4.9, MBK 4.6, Existence 4.1, so they pick up another victory here against an eco, and it should set them up for, you know, trading with rounds, basically. So, DST are going to have a peek onto MBK. MBK gifted a frag though. That was kind of crazy. Once you check the angle like that, you need to be basically pulling a 180 and spinning around. You got Mouse Hunter with that headshot as well. So, oh, and the shutdown Smiths is basically now a 1-man advantage here for USSR. So, can they take advantage of this? Well, Existence and I'm guessing that would have been Scream behind. They say no. So, bomb going down. 3-on-3 here. Captured weapons for USSR, though. Scream with the kill into Innocent. That's going to make it a 3-on-2. And with the fact that Verygames are now dug in so deep, I don't particularly fancy USSR's chances of a retake here. Yep, MyLT doesn't either, so he's going to book. Does he have a weapon on his back? Yep, he's got the M4. Is it an M4, actually? No, it's an AK, sorry, I should say. He makes it all the way back up towards Banana, so he is going to save here. anyone even... Yeah, it looks like MBK's going to go looking for him. Seems like Existence isn't going to be that far behind either. Bomb does explode, so now it's going to be 12 runs on the board for the French squad. 4 runs away from actual victory. USSR need to do something to break this this control that Verygames are starting to build, because as you can see, 8.1k on MBK at this point. He's going to be capable of dropping all AKs all day. Now let's see what Keep It Real can do here with the AWP. Is he going to be capable of matching the same sort of performance that Shox had in the first half? Probably not, to be honest. Especially with flashbangs like that. Nicely done. Shox obviously anti-stratted the position. He knows all too well what flashes work against that position and what don't. Here we go, rotation being made by my LT. This could just be a very effective fake from Verygames. At this point now, Verygames are in the Russians' heads. They can dictate where the action goes down. It just seems like it is going to be a straight up mid push. So here we go. High progression coming in from Verygames. My LT knows they're going to be coming his way, but that's a good smoke from Verygames. Allows him to get through Arch as well. Existence spraying away with that silenced M4. Does manage to grab the kill as well. So that's now basically a 2-man advantage, with positional advantage as well, because they've faked USSR out to the point where they've basically lost control of Banana here. Nice something with double headshots though. Existence returns the favour with the M4A1. One is down, so 2 men to find here for Verygames, and that will bring them to 13-8. As you can see, Smith's dug in with that AWP at the back of sight. I'm not sure if that's a correct weapon, but who am I to question the almighty Smiths? The fuse being faked. And is then moving forward, but yeah, Existence had his number there. And that is now 13-8. So let's take a look at your scoreboard real quick. Top scoring server is going to be Shock still, 22-4 and 14. So his 2-1 KDR has dropped off a little bit. Second place is going to be Smiths, 21-5 and 12. And third place honour still MyLT, 15-1 and 15. Only member of USSR at this point with a positive, well, neutral, I should say, KDR. Double flashbang's going out from mid, and it looks like Scream's going to grab himself the AK-47 headshot. Smiths with the AWP wallbang as well, and Smith's going to pick up his second AWP kill. Scream there for his second too. Only Mouse Hunter to find, who does manage to take down Shock, so he's captured himself a weapon here. Was it an AWP? Let's have a look. No, it was an AK, so as we can see, Verygames is going to play the smart game here. They're going to go flank around the back. Go for that plant on the covered site, I would imagine. There we go. Yep, Smith's going for the plant. And there's the kill onto Mouse Hunter. So it's now 14-8, and Verygames sitting pretty comfortably here. You'd be a fool to bet against them at this point. After the initial bounce of 5 rounds in a row for USSR, I was hoping that we was going to see, you know, a much closer game than we're seeing right now, because the momentum is strongly in favour of Verygames, but can't fault USSR for that. It's just that Verygames are playing so well. It's kind of a shame that we only really have 2 teams at this. Oh, bad name from MBK. It does happen though. But it is kind of a shame that we only have 2 teams who can perform this way at the moment in CSGO. One being NIP, and the other being Verygames. And the difference between the two, well, that's fairly considerable as well. So, flashbangs and HE coming up mid. Oh, NSN catches that in the face. It's a good job that it was thrown so aggressively, because if that landed at his feet, it would have done more damage, of course. Oh, good pick from Keep It Real, though. It's going to be Smith's taken down on Arch side. NSN caught out of position by MBK. MBK picking up 2 kills. Keep It Real going to take that MBK in reply, but damage has been done here as Existence picks up that frag onto the AWPer. Bomb going down, 3 on 2. Let's find out from the overview exactly where USSR are. As you can see, MyLT making his way through Library. Nice to coming that way as well. So both coming from Arch side now. Shock's in the perfect position to defend this. It looks like they are going to retreat here, yep. We know that game point is coming up. It's pretty much a full-blown conclusion. Most Hunter's got to be careful because he's going to be, yeah, I was going to say he's going to be frag hunted against. Shock's perhaps a little bit too jealous there on the jump. And that is the bomb explosion. So game point now for Verygames, 15-8 the current scoreline. We of course have more games to come this evening. We have, let me just pull up the actual post again real quick. So it will be after this game, C-Play versus BS3X, Lemon Dogs versus 3D Max, and then ESC versus Lemon Dogs. So further 3 games to come. We're going to go all the way through till probably about 11 o'clock tonight, CEST. And then tomorrow, I do have more content coming your way as well. I will get you the listings to tomorrow's games after this next round, which potentially could be the final round of the second half here. So, Verygames making an aggressive play up towards top banana. As you can see, we still got MBK second mid though, so looks like that could be a fake on banana here. Yep, Smith's starting to pull back with the bomb. Keep it real's got to be careful. Good pick, nicely done. He falls back. He knows he's going to have further members pushing his position low, and as you can see, the exit from lower apps from MBK there. He's eventually shut down, but oh, nice hat-trick kill. Can he get the fourth? No, shut down by Scream. 3 on 2 now in favour of USSR. First time they've had a proper advantage on the CT side for quite some time. Since the pistols, in fact. Scream going to grab that headshot, and it looks like he's going to pick up the second one as well, just to prove what I was saying about Scream and his headshot ratio. Just completely off the charts. It looks like, yeah, we got the Go TV bug where it's decided to disconnect because that is going to be the end of the round when you factor in delay, so GG. That's going to be 16-8, the final scoreline. So we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, it will be... Which game will it be next, actually? It'll be C-Play versus BS3X. So don't go anywhere, keep it locked. That should be going live in about 15 to 20 minutes. Of course, I did say, actually, you know what, as my voice sounds like a 14-year-old boy for about half a second, I did say I was going to figure out what the other games were, so bear with me 2 seconds. And I will check Star Ladder's upcoming match fixtures. So Thursday, we've got USSR against Kirchnet, Kick against NIP, NIP against 3D Max, Fnatic versus A Dragons, and Courage versus Kirchnet. So some decent games tomorrow. I will cover all 5 of those. In fact, okay. Yeah, okay, that was confusing, yeah. They just listed the time. I would show you on screen region in XSplit, but I just can't be arsed setting it up at this point. Yeah, just the reason I was confused is because the 6 o'clock game was listed at the bottom. So, GG Star Ladder. But yeah, we'll be Courage versus Kirchnet to start off. Fnatic versus A Dragons at 7. Then we will see USSR against Kirchnet at 8, followed by Kick versus NIP at 9, and then NIP versus 3D Max at 10. So NIP, fairly comfortable games there for NIP. USSR against Kirchnet, I would say, on the strength of the Verygames performance, probably US Kirchnet. Kirchnet over Courage, and I would say Fnatic over A Dragons. So, but I would say at least 2 of those games are going to be fairly close ones. Anyway, like I said, we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, it will be, of course, C-Play versus BS3X. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. Back after this.